Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Learn Haitian Creole. Today's video we're covering sounds our bodies make. Okay, so we'll be going over the type of sounds that our bodies make, like when you cough, if you fart, or if you're sneezing, if you're burping, like just the type of sounds that our body makes, and we're covering them in English and Haitian Creole. Okay? Bonsoir tout le monde. Bienvenue encore dans Apprendre Creole Haïtien. Jodi an ap kouvri son ke kon nou fe. Ok? Takou len ap tousse, ou bien yon moun ki estene, ou bien ki etenye, yon moun ki degobe, ou bien yon moun ki fon van. Ou kompren? Nap kouvri son yo, epi nap kouvri yo an anglais, nap kouvri yo an Creole. Ok? And I wanted to say thank you to everyone who have subscribed to the channel, who watch the videos. I know some of you are also listening to the podcast. We do have a podcast. So if you're in a car, you can pretty much listen to it on the go. So I wanted to thank everyone who are supporting us, whether it is by listening to us or by sharing our videos or by supporting us financially. Because I know some people are supporting our podcast financially. I appreciate it. And I want to say thank you. Ok, merci à tout le monde qui supporte channel là, qui partage vidéo yo, et puis qui tende podcast nous en tout, parce que nous qu'attende yo, nous pas juste besoin regarder le seulement. M connais gen moun qui supporte nous avec l'argent, m juste besoin prendre un petit temps pour me dire merci. Ok, à nous commencer. Our first word is cough. Okay, cough is tousser. Tousser. The sound is called tousser. So when someone is coughing, you would say, this person is coughing. Okay. So in Creole, we would say tousser. Okay. So then we have tous. The cough itself is a tous. So if someone has a cough, someone is sick, they have a cough, we would say the person has a tous, right? The person has a cough, they have a tous. But when someone is coughing, we say tousser. Okay. Tousser. Le yon moun ap tousse, nou di cough. Ok? Si yon moun gen yon tousse, nou di moun nan gen yon cough. Ok? For sneeze, okay? Sneeze, you can say estene or you can say etenye. Okay? Etenye. Estene or etenye. Like you really have to say the nye in etenye. Because if you say etene, that means someone is hospitalized. Okay, so it's etenye or estene. Estene. Okay? Le yon moun estene ou bien moun na etenye, nou di sneeze. Nou di sneeze en anglais. Okay? So for sneeze, we say estene or we can say etenye. For burp, okay, we say degobe. Degobe. There are more than one ways for you to say burp in Haitian Creole, okay? So you can say degobe, burping. To burp is degobe. You can say fè yon gaz. So in English, it would pretty much mean someone passed gas. But I think that's usually means farting. But in Creole, you can say fè yon gaz, okay? Burping is also gas in Creole. And farting is also gas. So you can say fè yon gaz, or you can say ran gaz. Ran gaz. Ran, to me, is usually when something is forced out of you, right? So if you have a baby and you feed the baby, they say fè bébé a ran gaz, right? Fè bébé a ran gaz. I mean, you can say fè bébé. I don't really hear people say fè bébé a degobe, or they can say fè bébé a fè gaz, maybe. But it's usually fè bébé a ran gaz, because it's almost like you're forcing it out of the baby. You have to tap them on the back. Like if someone ate something and then they puke the food, then you would say, so if someone had rice, for example, and they vomited the whole rice, you would say the person run the rice. They run the rice. It's like it was forced out of them. Okay? So pour gaz, si on moun degobe, on moun fè an gaz ou bien on moun ran an gaz, En anglais, nous dit burp, okay? Burp. So for burp, we can say ran gaz, we can say dégober or fait gaz. Our next word, okay, our next sound is hiccup. Hiccup. When you have hiccup, right? Usually, when you have hiccup, you drink water, right? Most people I know do. So for hiccup, we say orchid, orchid. Notice the accent on the O makes it o instead of o, and then the accent on the e makes it instead of a. Okay, so it's orchid, orchid, not orchid, orchid. Okay, so I always try to include some Haitian culture in my videos because I think it's important for you to understand the culture if you want to learn the language. So something interesting about hiccups in Haiti or orchid. Usually, when a baby has hiccup in Haiti, um, parents or the mom they'll take a piece of thread from the baby's outfit, and then they'll kind of wet the piece of thread with spit, and then you take it and you put it on the you roll it, and then you put it on the baby's forehead, and it's supposed to stop the hiccup, right? Um, Growing up, I would say it worked, right, based on what I used to see, but I don't know. Sometimes if you believe in stuff, it actually comes true because you believe it. So I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, a lot of people do that in Haiti. I didn't do it with my kids, but I give them water instead. But yeah, so a little bit of Haitian culture right there. So hiccup is orchid. Okay, pour orchid, login orchid. En anglais, nous dit hiccup, 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 orchid. You know that noise your stomach makes? Sometimes it can be really embarrassing because people think you're hungry, right? And sometimes you may want to like kind of hold your breath, right? Hold your stomach in so the noise can stop, but then it doesn't, and then everybody can hear it, right? So your gut is rumbling, right? In Creole, we say "vent bouilli." Bouilli is boil, boil. When something is boiling, we say bouilli. So vent is like your stomach. So vent bouilli. So it's like your stomach is boiling, and people will automatically assume you're hungry. Um, if your gut is rumbling, okay. So vent bouilli, le vent ou ap bouilli, Haïti ou bien n'importe côté, si vent ou ap bouilli, a pile moun pense parce qu'au grand goût, ou bien you do get gas, right? Sometimes they say you have gas, and you need to eat. And that's why your stomach is making that noise, okay? So, le ventre a bouilli. En anglais, nous dit gut. Gut, c'est ventre, okay? Gut rumbling. Rumbling, c'est bruit la faire, okay? Gut rumbling, c'est ventre bouilli. Ventre bouilli. Snore is ronfler, ronfler. You know that sound you make when you're sleeping and sometimes you don't even know you're making that sound? And people say, oh, you were snoring last night, right? Snore, ronfler, ronfler. Le on moun ap ronfler, takou le wap dormi, wap ronfler. En anglais, nous dit snore, snoring. You do tap ronfler yeswa. Ou tap fè un bruit pendant tap dormi, ok? Ronfler, snore. Snore, ronfler. So for fart, okay, when someone farts, you can say pété, okay? You can say feva. You can say fait gaz. You can say puet puet, okay? So puet puet is usually used for children. So if a child farts, you would say puet puet. And then they would start laughing and say, no, 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 because that's the sound. The fart makes a sound that sounds like puet. Okay? So for fart, we can say pété. Like if someone wants to know if you farted, they'll say, ou pété? Like, did you fart? And then you'll say, oui or no, yes or no. Or you can say, fait vent. Okay? Fait vent. It's like, vent is air. It's like air came out. Okay, fait vent is like you did some air came out. We have puet puet, or you can say puet, okay, but that's usually for children because that's the sound it makes. It just makes it sound cute. Or you can say Fè gaz is like you pass gas. Fè gaz. Fè gaz is probably more proper. It just sounds fancy, you know. Um, it just sounds nice. You know, it sounds nice to say it, but so it all means fart. Okay, so le yon moun fè yon van, yon moun nou ka di yon moun pété, moun nan fon van, ou bien moun nan fon gaz. Nou di fart. Si son ti moun, gade fwa nou kon di, oh, ou fè pouet pouet, ça veut dire, ça c'est fart too, okay? So we have reached the end of our video. So in this video, we went over the type of sounds that our bodies make. So we went over coughing. Okay, so for cough, we said tousser. For sneeze, we said sneeze was estene or éternuer. Don't forget the ye, okay? Otherwise, it's going to be éternuer, which is hospitalized. What else did we go over? So we went over burping, okay? So for burp, we say dégober, fait gaz, or we say run gaz. We went over fart, which is péter, pouet, passer gaz, faire vent, or faire gaz. We went over some other ones. But anyways, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for subscribing. If you have any questions, if you think I missed anything, just let me know. And then I'll do a second one. Okay. Merci tout le monde qui te gade video sa. Nan video sa, nou te kouvri e son ke kon nou fe. Ok? Nou kouvri yo en anglais, nou kouvri yo en créole. Ok? Merci pour tout le monde qui inscrit à channel là. Merci pour tout le monde qui supporte channel là. Okay? And then I wanted to thank everyone who is also listening to my podcast. Okay? Because these videos are also available on a podcast. So if you are watching them and if you are supporting the podcast, whether you're listening or you're contributing financially, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, merci tout le monde qui tande podcast là. Nou ka tande l tout, nou pa bezen juste gade video yo. Merci pour support nou. Et même si c'est tande nou tande ou bien nous supporter nous avec l'argent, merci. Bye.